Hey there everyone and welcome to some more Near Monsters PvP. Today we're looking at two matches where I went against a full stun team and I have Aetherian in the front line. Now my team actually has only 3 monsters in it with stun protection, like proper stun protection. So Aetherian is really important here at the beginning. Now this first match, my Snowhawk goes just ahead of the Titanomorph, so I'm able to take that out, then go into my sleep and pull off my combo. Also, he didn't quite manage to take down my Aetherian. He went for it, because he knew that was the thing he had to remove with the piercing blow from Archerisos, or however you say that. I probably butchered that. And Scarlet Guard went for it too. But the general strategy, as you can see, is like some super epics which are good at taking down the stun protection, and then he's got all these shocking entrances. Glorionyx is excellent for it. But yeah, the way I managed to line it up, I just about managed to take down those two monsters. Then I could follow up killing that Wraith host. I can now take down the Penguinator. Everything's going really nicely. Another shocking entrance came in, but no stun to my team. So things are looking pretty good for this one. But yeah, without any spoilers, this match actually gets quite close. And you'll see in the rematch, it plays out very differently too. So these two matches were great to record. As I mentioned in a previous video, when I was looking at this team and some PvP matches, it was all recorded in a row. It was just literally like 10 matches that I recorded in a row. I think only one was like not good enough to keep. I had a great time with this team, and yeah, props to this guy if he's in the community, if he watches this video. I hope you enjoy watching these battles that we did a few months ago. So I went a little bit too aggressive here, killing the Cosmo Dragon. I felt like I could handle things. I felt like I pretty much won the battle. I do need to take down the Glorionyx, and annoyingly, it doesn't line up particularly well here. I can't oust it. And in fact, I can't oust the Timberlord either, so I sort of put it down to 1 HP. I'm thinking, okay, I kind of want to hit it and then kill it off with the Aetherian, but then perhaps I need to keep my Aetherian around, and then I don't particularly want to lose anything to the Timberlord Payback Revenge. And anyway, so I hit the Timberlord, and then Glorionyx wakes up, and I'm like, no! I wanted to kill it before it woke up. So now it gets to wake up, it gets to do swap for Moji, and my Aetherian's on 1 HP, so that's going down, and I haven't got any stun protection coming up. So this is not looking good. I'm not entirely sure if the Moji will die to a Protector Killer. In hindsight, I probably should have done it. Maybe it does kill it. It probably does. So that would have been good to bring Glorionyx in, and then not have to face the shocking entrance. But at least I can take down Shiva Dragon, so he's not going to be able to stun and then win with Shiva Dragon, which is probably what his team is planning to do. But yeah, he has been able to loop these shocking entrances to stun me by a lot, and then now he can start killing his way through my team if he can, if he can chain it into that stuff. Because I have been able to pick apart his team well enough that he hasn't got a lot to play with right now. Cyclozar can't critical anything anymore. He hit that one. What was it? A Polarian. But after that, there's nothing else it can kill. So Prismarix will hopefully do some work. Oh, Glacieron, now that's going to be quite good against me. The Willow Worm had Survivor charged, or was about to have Survivor charged. I can't remember exactly, but I needed to get rid of that. He's got even more stun here with Volcaica. And then, yeah, my stun giving him another turn with Glacieron. So Glacieron gets a few kills. Now here, he's got Rockoids. Next, I think there's a Night Lord at the back. Yeah, there's a Night Lord, there we go. So I managed to line it up so I can blow back to bring in my Bulby Boom. This is, a large part of my team where I can bring in that stun protection when necessary. And now I can start killing off these last few monsters, and we should just about get there. It was a little touch and go at that point. Like, it didn't get super close, but it got closer than I wanted it to be, and certainly with how it all started off, it looked like it was an easy win, and I went a bit too aggressive killing that Cosmo Dragon. I'm sure I could have played that a lot better. So the second battle, he's going to play better at the beginning, because he now knows that you can't kill my Aetherian doing those 2 attacks. So the recorder lags slightly, so you can't actually see, but he did attack boost there. So now he's doing the Giga Flame. He'll also be able to get a turn with Willow Worm to chip it down with Survivor and guarantee kill it with that piercing blow. Also in this match, Titanomorph went ahead of my Snowhawk, so I wasn't able to take down Titanomorph before it did Overwatch. So that Desperate Stampede is going to be a problem. therefore, first thing I need to do is Mentum Psychosis it. It also means that the first shocking entrance I do manage to avoid with my Ethereum. I then need to kill that Glorionyx before it manages to do any more swap for helper stuff. The sleep went on Titan Moth, which means I'm not really wanting to kill it at this point. I know I'm really open to stun at this point, so I need to try and keep him playing with fewer monsters, I think. So what I do is take down that Willow Worm. It's going to stun me more. It's going to have Survivor in the long run, and I'm not as afraid of these other monsters. However, that Archer at Theros, or however you say it, did kill itself off. So Quillen can come in, and then that can do a stun burst. Yeah, he's kind of chaining the stun together quite nastily. So I do a step back into Blue Maluga. That's going to help a ton. And then I just chip Zephyrin. So at this point, I decide I probably just need to take down the Titan Moth. So I overconfident strike that. So I'm not going to have to deal with this problem Protector. He takes down my Tardigrade Grenade, which is annoying because I can't then give turn to Blue Maluga. I chip Scarlagard a little bit more. It's not quite dead. I would have loved it to die at that point. If I'd been doing Chrono Killer rather than Protector Killer, I don't know if it does more damage. But yeah, maybe that would have taken down Scarlagard at that point. So then this shocking entrance would have hit my Blue Maluga. But anyway, that's how it played out. So I've been stunned yet again. He does the send back into Cosmo Dragon. This Zephyrин's actually quite a good sweeper against me. Having the Chrono Killer, there's a couple of targets for that. Then there's also the Kinslayer, which I've got Link Storm at the back. But he decides to send it back, switch friend with Cosmo Dragon to get an extra shocking entrance out of that. He clearly really loves this stun. So at this point, I'm tempted to repulse the Cosmo Dragon. However, I want to use the repulse for Penguinator, so I decide to not do it and instead just kill Cosmo Dragon. And then my stun's going to come in. It's going to stun the Sheav Dragon, which will help deal with that a little bit better. I also knew if I did the repulse and went into the Shiva Dragon and stuff, he could purify the Penguinator. So I use the repulse for Penguinator now, and then I'm tempted here to blow back Timberlord, but ultimately I decide to blow back Cyclozar, because Timberlord is still asleep, and it's going to be asleep for a little bit of time. I know I can also kill off the Shiva Dragon, so it can't purify it. So anyway, line things up. So I put the Penguinator down to hold ground. He just has to hit with the Night Lord. It doesn't have send back anymore, so that monster is not really doing that much. And then I can take down both the Shiva Dragon and Penguinator. So yes, can we get out of this? There's another stun. Of course there's another stun, and this one actually wakes up his Timberlord. So it's going to remove the shield from Prismarix. There's no point, going for that. It's an overconfident strike. So now I'm trying to decide, do I go for the Timberlord? Do I go for the Prismarix? I don't know if killing the Timberlord will mean the stun gets absorbed by Bulby Boom. I don't think it does. So anyway, I go for the Prismarix. This Timberlord, at the back of his team, he has the Zeus Worm, I believe. So he actually needed to... Oh no, maybe that's not true. Maybe there are two behind. Anyway, he does the Avenge Summon first. And then... Yes, my Penguinator, it saves me, yes. I'm pretty sure all he has behind is Rockoids. As it turns out, there's a Cyclozar there. That's what I knocked back to the end of his team. It wasn't the Zephyrin, it was the... I'm sorry, I called it Zeus Worm. I meant Zephyrin. There's a Cyclozar at the back, which is why I did the Avenge Summon. But yeah, I don't think he can pull back from here because I got the Malwing to stun. I should have done a stun wave at that point. I don't know why I did assisted hit all first. But yeah, just about managed to pull this one out. Some good matches against this guy. The first one probably should have been mine easily, and I made it a lot worse than it had to be. The second one though, very close. So great matches. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another video soon.